Hey guys, it's your boy. We're back with more Multiplied content, and today we are covering up the team up collection slash what I like to call it, the theme collection event sort of new stuff that we have in the game. Now, this is gonna be a big difference in your account if you are a PvP player or if you are a PvE player. Every single player will get benefit from this thing, but the cost that you actually have to pay for this thing is also huge. Literally, it's like something that I love and something that I also hate at the same time because it's so good. The buffs are really nice, but also the requirement for the buffs is insane. So let me just show you first two ones that I completed already. The collection, the main motive or the main theme how to complete this is basically every single of these things actually have 10 levels, as you can see, from 1 to 10 in all of them. And I think this will happen eventually with upcoming updates as well. We will get more themes, maybe like mutants. We don't have the mutants right here, so probably we'll get more of these things. So well, we do actually have the mutant X Force, but anyways, so we have 10 levels. To complete these levels, you need to have certain requirements. First and two, I just like, it's very easy normally. The third actually is where it starts to get a bit hard. Now, reason why is, as you can see, I cannot complete this, and to complete this I need rare uniforms of 5 characters which are demon hunters for the Midnight Suns. So demon hunter is basically Blade, and this is old uniform of Blade and the new uniform of Blade. So if I want to complete this, I'll have to get both the uniforms, basically spend 2000 plus crystals, then get them to rare, and of course get the new Dr. Voodoo uniform, which is not so bad. It's a new uniform. Then only once I get to reach rare, then only I can complete this and then move forward. If I don't complete this, I can't move forward. And as you can see, the other missions that we have, so we have Midnight Suns reach tier 2. So all the 9 characters that you have in the Midnight Suns right now, you have to get all of them to tier 2, then you can collect and complete this one. After that, the fifth one actually is the reach heroic uniform. So you have to get 15 heroic uniforms. Now 15, I'm not exactly sure which one I should be which exactly the uniforms are, because they actually don't show, but I think it's gonna be any heroic uniform that you get to obviously heroic rank, 15 of them, and it should be it should be compared or combined of the 8 characters that we have, because Man Thing does not have a uniform yet. So you will get more uniforms, and you will need to get them to heroic. This is gonna be a mainly uniform specific event or stuff. I think people who already got the uniforms, specifically the whales or people who basically get every single uniform, they will get benefited from this stuff a lot, compared to someone like me who has like 30% of the total uniform in the game, maybe not even 30%. So anyways, after the 6th one, we have Damnation. We have the Blade previous uniform, which is not, I think it's alright, not the uniform actually. It's tier 3 and transcended characters for these characters. So you need to get Man Thing transcended, easy enough. Dr. Voodoo transcended, Ghost Rider tier 3, very easy, and Blade tier 3. It's not that important. The uniform is the main thing. Now you need to reach legendary uniform with Mystic Master characters, which are Doctor Strange, the newest uniform, the Multiverse of Madness uniform, the space suit, and as well as it feels like the Infinity War or something, this one as well. So you have to get all those uniforms. If you don't have, you're screwed. Then Moon Knight, all the Moon Knight uniforms to legendary, then only you can complete this. And then the last one actually are pretty easy. Reach tier 3 transcendent with 9 of the characters, all the 9 ones obviously. And then you have reach mythic uniform, 21 uniforms you need to get to mythic. For that, of course, you'll have to purchase all those uniforms and you're screwed. After that, last one is, I would say, good and bad same. You need to reach tier 4 with 2 of the Midnight Sun characters. We only have 2 at the moment in the game, Doctor Strange, which just got, and Moon Knight. So you can get them. Doctor Strange, yes, if he is really good, you can tier 4. It's not that hard, but uniforms are gonna be the main issue, and it like literally rolls on to every single one of them. As you can see, rare uniform, they need to get tier 3 transcended. Legendary uniform, this is the Goblin. Okay, was useful, so you might have all the uniforms. Venom's all the uniforms still. Again, Venom has been in the game for a long time, so maybe you can get that. So Sinister Six looks to be a bit easier because Goblin was so useful. So most people have most of the Goblin uniforms. Look at this thing. X-Force, you need to get every single Wolverine uniform, or not, if not every single, you have to get this one. This is like what, 3 years old uniform or something, I forgot. This is so old uniform. And then we have this one, which is, yeah, so you have to get this one, and then this one, the new one, which is not a bad thing. But seriously, I don't have both of the uniform, and I don't think I will ever purchase the uniform. So, and of course X23 as well, you have to purchase both of the uniform. This one I have already because it was meta in the combat female. This was totally trash. Why would I get this uniform? So I'm screwed. I can't go past the third one, I think, on all of the X-Force and like all of the theme updates. Then the same thing goes, heroic uniform, 8 uniform you need heroic, tier 3 transcended. Then you need Cable and Deadpool specific legendary uniform. Cable, okay, has been one of the fan favorite characters in the game. You might have gotten most of the uniform for this guy. All the uniform are there. Deadpool might give you some issue because White Deadpool was awesome. Okay, this one I never purchased the Lady Deadpool uniform. Most of the people never purchased the Lady Deadpool uniform. Some of them did because Holiday Party came out short after and really outshadowed this uniform. So I'm not sure, most people probably don't have. But this is another issue. This is utter shit uniform. Really, like, honestly, the worst uniform for Deadpool for the price, for literally the gameplay wise. And we got literally the April Fool's uniform shortly after, like maybe few months after this uniform. Totally a trap, and you have to get this uniform. Why? No, I'm not gonna get this. This is okay. It can be frustrating for some people who don't have the uniform, but this is gonna benefit most of the players. I should say not most, some of the players who actually collect every single uniform. And this is not it. Don't think that getting these uniform will save you, because I think from now on, every 1 or 2 updates, every month or every 2 updates, whenever we get a themed update, we will get more themed collection for this thing, and we'll have to get more uniforms when we get that. And for those more uniforms, and if you know like how many uniforms you actually might have to purchase, if you are someone like me, like if you go right here for uniforms, I don't have most of the uniform that I could get in this game. I don't literally have most of them. So I'm not sure how am I gonna be able to keep up. As you can see, and I think a lot of guys' inventory or the uniform list should look like this, because this is just too expensive to deal with. So I'm not sure how many people will be able to get all the bonuses and everything. But this is a bit frustrating because you want it, but you can't get it, and you're literally stuck, and you will be stuck, if you don't have the most of the uniforms on the second one. Although, now the good part. Now let's just, apart from the renting, yes, it's bad. It's good for players who have all the uniform, but yeah, you have to be a whale to complete this thing. Otherwise, you can't do that. Not even with the freaking Star Agent crystal that I get. You can't do that. Otherwise, you miss out on a lot of things in the game. Like, unless you like have everything done in your account and you don't want to do anything else, you maybe look forward to the Black Friday 50% sales and anniversary 50% sales for the uniforms and stuff. It's gonna be very, very expensive, and in terms of gold, it's even more. So say I completed the first and stuff, the buffs that you get is also amazing, but of course the cost is really high. Anyway, let's talk about the buffs really quickly and then end this video. So we have, of course, 10 buffs, and every single buff you can get one buff of these 2 or 3. You will have bunch of options you can do. So for the Midnight Suns, what I have is, first of all, I have physical defense or energy defense. You can choose one of them. Energy defense, I would say, is a much better option because most of the meta characters are energy damage, like Adam Warlock, Jean Grey. Like Wolverine is something there, but Wolverine is mostly in iframe. So even if you have the physical defense, I don't think you're gonna have really high time. It's mostly the metas are energy, so I would say get the energy one. Also, if you get the energy one, you have to select this thing, apply option. As you can see, apply option, I can just select one. Then you can go to plus icon. It takes about 4.6 million gold for one skill to max out. So say, let's say 5 million per skill. Okay, let's just round it up to 5 million. So 5 million times 10 that's a lot. So you need about 50 million gold to just get the skills to level up to the max level on one theme. So 50 million times 3, that's freaking 150 million gold that you need if you have all the skill and if you want to get all of them to max out. Now the buffs, are they worth it? I think yes, but again, the uniform is the only issue. If you don't have the uniform, you can't even go past these missions, but it is worth it. So we have the energy defense and everything. I think I'm gonna go for the energy defense. I'm gonna definitely apply this. Change option, as you can see, I can change it whenever I want to, but I'll need crystals. Okay, so make sure, be very, very, very careful before doing which buff you want. If you choose the wrong buff, if you want to change, it's gonna cost you crystals, and I don't think it's gonna be 50 crystal every single time. So I collected it obviously, and I'm gonna get this one, say, to max level 4.6 million gold. I say I get 7.5% energy damage, and I also get some extra tokens, so that's a good thing. Now if I want to change it to here, it's gonna cost 50 crystals. So yeah, just to make sure that you choose the right buff. Now we have the ignore target dodge rate increase, which goes up to 7.5%. Then we have the dodge rate increase, which goes up to 5%. Now this, I think, is on depending on your account. If you have good cards, you have a good enough dodge for your characters, like rage characters. If you're a PvE player or you want more PvP value for Alliance Conquest, you can go for dodge, but I would say ignore target dodge rate is gonna be a better one, because yes, a lot of people, a lot of characters have ignore targeting, but most of the metas, even in ABL and ABX, if you go for the PvE stuff, you need ignore dodge. Specifically playing some world boss legend stages like null, you still need ignore dodge. So I would say ignore dodge is a much better option compared to dodge. And honestly, by the way, it's only gonna apply to Midnight Suns. So even if you get the 5% dodge, it's only gonna apply to these 9 characters. It's not gonna apply to anyone else. It's gonna be the same for every single of these, as you can see right here. So it seems like the buffs that you get from every single theme update, it's exactly the same, but it's also different in, like, you know, which character it applies to. The third level is actually fire resist, cold resist, and lightning resist. I would say fire resist best because you face a lot of genes in PvP, and resist only helps you there. And lightning resist and cold resist, you don't have a world boss legend that deals cold damage or lightning damage yet. So I would say fire resist going for a better option, because this can also help you against PvP genes for these characters. These characters also will perform better in Mephisto world boss legend, also Gene world boss legend. So fire resist I would definitely suggest. Then you have like this can be, now I'm not sure how many of you guys actually can see this, so maybe just turn the brightness up. I'm not sure if that's gonna help you, but we have the Midnight Suns. So you can increase basic damage dealt to inhuman characters. I think it also goes to 7.5%. I can't check it, but I think it should. Then we have human characters, and then we have 2 alien characters. Alien characters, PvE players, alien characters, that's gonna affect Alliance Battle Legend. So you basically get 7.5% alien type damage. Surtur in ABL is an alien character. Beast is a creature character. So alien, I would say, is gonna be the best one for PvE players. Now for other guys, I think it's not gonna matter that much. Human you can go PvP, it's not gonna matter that much. It's mainly for PvE, and alien you should get. Then we have increased damage dealt to superhero types, increased damage dealt to super villain types, and increased damage dealt to boss types. Go for the villain types. Yes, you can go for the boss type, but it doesn't matter. Most of the content that you play, they are villains. Go for the super villain damage, that's gonna increase. So you get basically 15% damage increase to Surtur already. That's gonna increase your Alliance Battle Legend scores for sure, you know. And then we have poison resist, mind resist. Mind resist, I think you should go, because in terms of, you know, other metas, sometimes people actually switch jeans uniforms here and there. Anyways, we'll see about that. Then we have the decrease basic damage received from superheroes, from supervillains, and from boss type characters. Now this can be a bit contradictional. It depends on which one do you want. Supervillains, yes, you can go. Heroes, you can go. A lot of the metas in the PvP also are heroes, which are Adams and like Wolverine. A lot of them actually are also villains, which are like Gore, Jean Grey, and all. So it depends which one you want. Boss type you can also go, but boss type is, I think, only gonna help you in PvE game modes when playing World Boss Legend. So if you really want to focus on World Boss Legend, this one you should go for the boss types because it will help you survive more. Then the last three that we have are, we have the instinct attack increase by 100, so it should go maybe like 700 if that's gonna be like that, 600, 700 maybe. In instinct defense increase and all resistance attack, that's just no brainer, go for the attack, don't choose anyone else. Then we have the fire damage increase, cold damage increase, and lightning damage increase. It only applies to human allies, okay. So that's something that you can get for that. Now what I'm a bit like what I'm thinking right now, it applies to human allies, so it should applies to all the other characters even if they are not Midnight Suns, because it applies to all Midnight Suns, as you can see on all the others. Also this resist also applies to them. So it's gonna apply to every single human character that you have. So I would say it depends, lightning damage, cold damage, or fire damage. It's hard to tell like which one you want. Like Jean Grey is probably the only useful fire damage character. I don't see any really useful characters. Maybe in future Mephisto might come, so you could go for fire damage. Cold damage, obviously human, Luna Snow, absolutely. So you can get maybe like, say it's 0.5, so maybe you get like 5% extra cold damage or something like that. That's big for Luna Snow actually. 15% extra damage to Surtur, as well as say 5%, 6% extra cold damage. So if you want ABL, ABX, go for Luna Snow cold damage. Then last one, we have the physical attack increase, energy attack increase, and elemental damage increase. So you can increase the physical attack, energy attack, or all elemental damage. I would say energy attack is a better option to go with. Reason, most of the metas are energy attacks. Yes, there are some physical attack characters, but energy attack characters have higher cap value and score value in terms of ABX and ABL scores. Luna is energy attack, Jean Grey's energy attack, they score insanely high. Magneto covers so many days, energy attack. And again, you could go, yes, elemental, because it also helps Luna, Snow, and Jean, but energy attack will just help more wide characters. You don't have to be elemental. Magneto is not elemental, but he's amazing, so you could go for energy attack for that guy. So these will be my choices for this thing. I hope this video was helpful for you guys. Choose the one only. You'll have to spend, maybe, I'm not sure, I think like if I get something, the crystal change option cost might increase with the skills or whatever. So choose wisely, choose good ones, and try to get the uniforms if you can. Good and the bad, really good verbs. It's gonna be worth it in the end. And I think now if you really want to purchase some uniforms, some of these, you can look up to the Black Friday 50% discount sales and anniversary 50% discount sale. I think the value of those sale have increased a lot with this coming to the game. Anyways, let me know what you think about the video. Let me know what you think about this new game mode, new buff system, whatever you want to call. Team up collection, or I should say, as I call it, the theme collection. What do you think about this thing? I hope this video was helpful, insightful, and yes, of course, we will do some Doctor Strange and other gameplays in the upcoming videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.